Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally ready for the finals of Baltic Championships in archery that takes place in Latvia, Suntaži manor. Our archers have been shooting for 2 days, and now it's the gold medal matches for recurve and compound category. So I will give now time for our head referee to invite everybody to the targets. So on target number 1, representing Lithuania, it's Marius Grigorievčius and Inga Timinskiene. And on target number 2, also representing Lithuania, it's Ugnius Tuminskas and Gunda Pupkeite. So the first is 9. Nine. So Lithuania 1 start with 18 out of 20. 10. Eight. So we're all square at 18 points after the first 4 shots. Nine. Ten or 9 on the line. So now Lithuania 3. Nine. Looks like we have a missed arrow on the last shot. So this is quite unexpected because, as we know, shooting compound is very easy. You put it on the target and you push the button. So it should be 9 or 10 always. But let's see how the scores are confirmed. So who are the people shooting now for the gold game? I think the most notable result was from Inga Timinskiene, who shot a new national Lithuanian record in qualification. She's been around for quite a long time. I think started with longbow and recurve many years ago, and now is the best compound shooter from Lithuania. And she was also a winner of qualification. Let's see if the results are confirmed. After the match, we will definitely ask Ugnius what happened, because this is very strange to miss a shot like that for an archer who's as experienced as Ugnius is, so we'll see. So next end coming up, Lithuania 3, who are the guys trailing, is going to be shooting first on target number 2. So Gunda Pupkeite to shoot first. Ten. Very good shot. Nine. So Marius Grigoravičius to shoot for Lithuania 1. 10. It's a perfect middle 10. Ten or 9. It's an 8 from Gunda. Six low. Nine. Nine. So that's the end of the second end. Due to Ugnius' mistake, probably this match is almost decided unless Lithuania 1 decides to shoot a miss here, which they will probably not do. But let's see. Strange things happen in archery in the years I've been watching it. For each of the team to shoot their 4 arrows, so 20 seconds roughly per one shot. Nine for Gunda. Ten for Ugnius. He's back on track. Ten. Very good shot for Marius. X10. Ten for Gunda. Ten for Ugnius, so double 10 for him. He's really now centered on the 10 ring. Now Marius. Perfect, right next to the first arrow. Nine to the left. So if we compare these results to the qualification, Inga should be shooting only 10s and maybe 1-9 in all of the match, but as we can see in the finals, it's not as easy. And even though we are protected by the beautiful castle in the background, there's actually wind coming through in the position of the archers, so it's not as easy as it looks. For the finals, the archers are actually staying in their place. They're not going to the targets like they did during the qualification. And it's their teammates who they trust, who are checking the scores and pulling out the arrows. So this is the way things are done in big competitions. And as we can see, I think at the moment the girls are squarely outshooting the guys. That's also a very common trend in mixed team shooting, when women outscore the men without any problem. So the final end. Very good, X10. Now, Ugnius Dominskas from Lithuania. Eight to the left. X10. Marius has shot 3 10s in a row. Nine. So last shot for Gunda. She's been shooting very good during this match. Ten, perfect. Good job. Ten. So the nice last shot for Ugnius, and he's pretty much ready to join me in commentating now. X10, so almost perfect end for Marius. And now the last shot to become Baltic champion. Seven. So we almost lost the gold game here, but they had such a huge margin that it was all right. So, the first match is over, and we can congratulate our Baltic champions. So, Inga Timinskiene and Marius Grigoravičius. And second place, Gunda Pupkeite and Ugnius Timinskas. And I will check who got the third place. They are not shooting in the live TV finals, but they still should be mentioned. And it's actually Latvia. It was Latvia 1. Sergejs Melishkevich and Sanita Lasmane, who won the bronze match in the qualification field earlier this morning, beating Lithuania with a shoot-off. So there's 2 medals going to Lithuania and 1 going to Latvia. Of course, we would wonder what kind of result would happen if the best Estonians would have come to the Baltic Championships, because we know that there are at least many very, very high-quality Estonian compound shooters who are probably busy with the World Cup schedule. But had any of them come today, I'm sure Lithuania 1 would have much tougher battle for the gold. So now we wait for the confirmation of results and for the second game, which is going to be individual women's gold match. So, now we're ready for the women's compound gold match. Ugnius, who just won the silver medal, is joining me for commentating because he's very clever about Lithuanian compound shooters. And we should be ready to go. So the final is slightly surprising because from the qualification, first 2 archers actually lost their semifinals. So we have from the qualification number 3 and number 4 archers shooting for gold. On target number 1, representing Latvia, Sanita Lasmane. And on target number 2, already trained on this field and shooting really good, Gunta Pupkeite. So as soon as the field is ready, our coach, our referee, Agate Zālīte, will let our archers shoot. So they will be shooting 5 ends with 3 arrows in each end. And Ugnius, who wins?
The highest score will win.
Highest score will win.
Highest total score.
Yes. For compound archers, a missed arrow is very, very expensive.
Yes. you know I know that.
Ugnius now knows that. For the recurve, you can maybe just lose 1 end and have a chance, but for the compound, it's very harsh.
Okay. Normally, for the compound, blue is out of the limits, and the miss is basically a lost match.
So Gunda is shooting first on target number 2.
And since this is individual match, we will see a little bit less hurrying because archers have time to prepare.
Nine to the left. And for every shot, the archer has 20 seconds. Nine. Ten. Eight. So Sanit is shooting to the left slightly. Maybe it's the wind. 10. So 29 points for Gunda. 7 low. So it's 29 against 24 probably, but we will see.
Unofficially 5-point lead for Gunda, and she has a little advantage now because she is already for her field, and the nerves are down already, so we can see that in the result.
So Ugnius, you know everything about compound bows. What kind of bows from what kind of producers are the girls shooting? What do you think?
So Gunda is shooting, I think it's a Matthews, TRX, and Sanita is shooting a Hoyt, an older model.
But those are the two leading compound producers, aren't they?
Yeah, those are the top 2 producers of compound bows.
Yep. So let's see if the scores are confirmed, and we have 4 more ends to go. Yeah. Both girls actually shot quite similar scores in qualification. So Sanita had 633, Gunda had 646. Over 60 arrows, that's not, over 72 arrows, that's not that big of a difference. So in this case, we can't say that there's actually a favorite on the field. Should be interesting. And now the wind is picking up.
It will be more interesting.
So, yeah, Sanita is shooting first. Unfortunately, there's a missed arrow to the right. Eight for Gunda. Seven low. There's quite a strong wind coming from the left side that's pushing the girls over a little bit. 10, but as we can see, Gunda is already used to that, so she can score 10. 8. X. So let's have the referees counting the scores, but Gunda is going to have quite a big advantage after the missed shot, but we'll see. Maybe Sanit can pull it back.
Some people say the match is not over till the last arrow is shot, so we never know what happens.
Yes,
sometimes things break, sometimes huge wins happen. You can never know.
And if Sanita could win your wife in semifinal, She knows how to shoot. So
She sure does know how to shoot. She has shot a match.
yep.
But televised matches, it's a different. Nerves kick in double. We're probably seeing the result of that, but we will see what happens when the nerves come down.
So the score after the first two ends is 57 for Gunda and 39 for Sanita. So end number 3, Sanita is going to be shooting first. The archer who is trailing is always shooting first. Shooting first is a slight advantage because you don't see the score of your opponent yet. So you can shoot your own arrow without too much of nervousness. X-stand, perfect, she's back. Nine. Six to the right. Nine or 10, very close, probably 9. 10. 10. So we could see here that if you shoot a fast shot, it works out really well.
Well, it depends on the archer. If these archers fast, they're probably used to shooting fast, and that's a good shot. And we see 10s after fast shots. And for Sanita, 10s is what she needs now. That's all she can do.
She needs 10s, quite a lot of them, and probably she needs some mistake from her opponent as well. But Sanita has a very experienced coach behind her, so never give up. So who are we missing from the best female archers in Baltic states today? We're definitely missing a lot of Estonians.
We're missing whole Estonia Jatma team. Robin Jatma is not here, Lizel Jatma is not here, Meri Marita is not here, Inga is not in the final.
Yep, and our own Julia Alekseyenko, who has been winning every single Latvian championship almost for the last 20 years, is also not today. So this gives chance for some younger and other ladies to pick up the gold. So end number 4. Sanita to shoot first again. Nine. 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 Long hold and 9 or 8, I think, yeah. Eight for Sanita, and last shot for Gunda. Eight. So we can see it's not as easy to shoot those 10s.
easy to when you have to shoot tens, but you have to do what you have to do.
So Sanit is representing our probably second biggest and strongest base in Latvia for shooters, which is Ventspils. She's coached by our old friend Viktor Savsiuks, who still holds at least 1 or 2 national records in compound archery for many, many years, which is something to say about the new generation, that they can't beat them. And Gunda is from where?
From Ūkininkų klubo, Penja, coached by Marius, whose son Jonas will be in the final. So it is a very strong compound, which brings a lot of compounders to the final.
Yep, we can see that quite a lot of times in compound you see almost a family thing going on. I don't know why.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess there's so much work you have to do technically to the bow that, you require a big team. Or it's not like that. What do you think? It's more technical than recurve or less technical than recurve?
I don't know. More tuning. Depends on what you want to do.
So the last end. So the last chance for Sanita to get something done. Nine. Nine. So there's almost 20 points advantage if Gunta hits the target on the next shot. 7. She should be champion of Baltic States. 9. 9. And now the shot of the Baltic Women's Compound Champion. X10, that's the way to finish the match. Congratulations, that was a wonderful shooting today.
Interesting. This is an interesting thing in our sport. When you see most sports, the competition ends as soon as the archer or whoever wins. And in our sport, like last 3 or 4 arrows meant nothing, but both archers still shot and still shot their best. And that X finish from Gunda is very nice.
Yep. Those last shots, when you know that you have already won, are so nice, aren't they? Yeah, but you have to work for it. Not always it happens like that. And of course, for us who are viewing the matches, it's much more interesting if the last shot actually decides something. That's the way it's probably going to happen in the next gold medal match, where we have really strong archers going against each other. So let's see if the scores are confirmed. Yes, I think they are confirmed. So just to remind, on the 3rd place with the new Lithuanian record in the qualification, but with the lost semi-final match, it's Inga Timinskiene. On 2nd place, I think she should be really happy for herself. because getting in the final is a very good achievement as well. It's Sanita Lasmane from Ventspils, Latvia, and winning probably her first Baltic Championship gold. It's Gunda Pupkaite from Lithuania. Congratulations. And now we're ready for the men's final. So, Ugnius, who's shooting?
And we will have Jonas Grigaravičius shooting against Gregor, I don't know the surname, I won't even try to pronounce it. So Jonas is a very experienced Lithuanian archer who also comes from the same club as Gunda, coached by his father Marius. He holds many Lithuanian records, has won second place in World Junior Championships and third place in European Junior Championships. So he will be a tough cookie for Gregor, who's, I think, pretty new to archery, and this final should be pretty fun for him.
Yep, so there's, I think, quite a lot of experience going against less experienced. Jonas is going to be shooting first on target number 2. And we should expect only 10s from these guys, especially Jonas. So every 9 is almost a miss for him.
So first shot is a 9 from Jonas, so almost a miss. And also a 9 from Gregor. Another 9 from Jonas. He seems surprised. And another 9 from Gregor. So we have even score. And that's a 10 from Jonas. And a 7 from Gregor. So we will have 25-28, Jonas leading by 3 points.
Okay, can you maybe tell everyone how many pounds are these guys normally shooting, and what should we know about the bows?
Well, I don't know the poundages exactly, but they should be somewhere between 55 and 60 for Jonas probably. And I'm guessing Gregor is shooting a little bit less. I would say probably 50. I may be wrong. And Jonas is shooting all top-end equipment, and Gregor is shooting a little bit lower-end equipment. But it should not be stopping him from shooting 10s. He should be able to shoot as many 10s as he wants. If he is able to cope with his nerves, he will be shooting 10s one after another, and Jonas will have to be shooting good to keep his 3-point lead.
Yep. So it looks like there is a match coming up. Of course, Jonas was in this case a strong favorite. He shot more than 50 points more than Gregor in the qualification. But, you know, finals are finals, and as we know, qualification score doesn't win you games automatically. We've seen this in many, also yesterday and today, when many top archers have actually failed to get to the finals. So Gregor is now going to be shooting first on target number 1. He's trailing by 3 points. Nine, slightly to the left. 10 for Jonas. Nine for Gregor. Nine. Ten for Gregor. He's finally in the center. X10. So both archers actually shooting nice ends today. Oh, this time around. But Jonas already has 3 nines, so he's not getting his ice cream probably tonight.
If we look at the archers, we can see Jonas shooting a little bit more calm, relaxed shots. You can see his experience in that. He has been on the finals field before, even on bigger stages, on world and European stages. And Gregor is shooting a bit more, less relaxed shots, but that's probably just in the future. Or maybe that's just his technique.
So they're shooting similar types of releases, or there's a difference between the two? Maybe you can say something about these.
Well, it's actually difficult to see from here what type of releases they're shooting. But I believe Jonas was shooting hinge release before, which is activated by pulling back with, well, actually activating the angle. I don't know what release Gregor is shooting, but it seems like a thumb release, which is activated by pressing the trigger. And there's also other release types, like one release type that shoots from the fourth of the pull. Jonas' father, Marius, who is coaching him, is shooting that type of release. I shoot a hinge release, which is activated from the angle. And Gregor will be shooting first again, since he's trailing.
Eight, slightly high shot. Nine. So the 9, number 4. Eight to the left. Ten. Nine for Gregor. Ten for Jonas. So he's shooting his 28s and 29s now. So what would you say? It's easier to become a compound shooter from a recurve shooter, or the other way around? For me, it was extremely easy. I was shooting my recurve, I took the compound bow, it was so easy. Have you done it the other way around? No, you started with recurve as well.
I also started with a recurve, and I would say it is easier to go to compound from a recurve compared to other way around, because recurve teaches some techniques that are good in compound but are not necessarily so obvious. So when you start to shoot compound, you can sometimes start slacking off and do bad shots without even realizing it. And when you come from a recurve, you already have that mindset of pulling, always pulling back. And it is very good for compound to have that.
Yeah, but as we know, one of the best recurve shooters of all time, Brady Ellison, came from compound background. So at least some people have done it other way around as well. But now that the compound is actually, yeah, let's see what the results are. So Jonas has 86 points, Gregor has 78, so there is an 8-point difference, which is quite a lot, so we need 10s from the young Estonian archer. Each of them have 6 more arrows or 2 ends to go. Six high. X10, that's a perfect shot from Jonas. X10. Yes, now the Estonians are starting finally to support his guy. X10, perfect in the middle. Nine. Eight. I was already getting ready to say 10, 10, 10, but not this time. So one more end to go. There is a slim, but there still is a chance. Ugnis, what would you say today, weather-wise? It's a good day to shoot arrows or not so easy?
It is a good weather and it is not. Sometimes it is perfect weather to shoot, and sometimes when you catch a gust of wind, it's far from perfect. So if you can avoid those gusts, it's perfect weather to shoot. And like it was yesterday, we've seen many records broken. But today we see many archers dropping points where they should not be dropping points. And that's probably because of the gusts and probably because of the final.
Yes, everybody wants to win the gold medal. I can tell you that. So referees are almost done their work. There is now final end coming up. Jonas is leading by 11 points, so if he scores 2 10s, he's the champion. But let's see. Gregor to shoot first. Come on. Finish on a high. X10, that's the way to do it. Nine. Nine. X10, perfect shot for Jonas. Ten, so good finish. 10. So I guess we have our new Baltic States compound archery's men's champion. So on the first place, representing Lithuania, Jonas Grigoravičius. On second place, representing Estonia, Gregor Orechov. And on third place, representing Latvia, a guy who we don't see today because he's not in the final, but he won the bronze match. He's my old friend. He used to be shooting recurve, but then became very old, so he can't do it anymore. And now shoots compound. It's Inars Dubkovic. So actually, there's going to be all three Baltic states on the podium, which is really nice. So we see that the scores probably are confirmed because we don't expect any significant changes, and the match was won with 1 hour to spare. And we are now getting ready for the recurve finals. We will start with mixed teams, so one guy and one woman shooting in the team, and then we will follow with women and with men finally. So there's going to be definitely Latvians, there's going to be some Estonians, and maybe some Lithuanians as well. Or not, I'm not sure. But there are definitely surprises for the recurve as well, because some of the qualification winners did not manage to get to the gold game, especially in the men's side. So we should have interesting finals with guys who probably have not won the championship before. So we're ready for the for the recurve mixed team. So the recurves are going to be shooting 70 meters instead of 50, but the target is much bigger. On the first match, there's going to be a rivalry that we always love. It's Latvians against Estonians. I know that Latvians, we love Estonians, but we love winning them even more. And I'm sure it's the other way around. So it should be a good match. It's actually team number 1 against team number 2, I think, from the qualifications. So it's really the strongest archers shooting for the final. Yep, and getting to this final was not easy because there were more than 20 teams, 20 mixed teams in the recurve division. So these guys have already won at least 3 or 4 matches before coming to the finals. So, a gold medal match for the recurve mixed teams. On target number 1, representing Estonia, it's Priit Takver and Triinu Lilienthal. And on target number 2, the biggest hope of Latvia for the gold medal today, representing Riga, Club Amazonas, it's world cadet champion Roman Sergejevs, to put a little bit of pressure on him, and Leija Seibute, who has also been on the world stage quite a lot. So we're ready for the match. It's going to be 4 sets at least. No. First 1 to 3 1 sets, so there's going to be a different type of scoring here. Who's shooting first? So Estonians are shooting first. They are starting with the boys first, or with the guys first. There is again quite a lot of wind, so we'll see. Nine for Priit. Eight for Triinu, who's now probably number 1 or number 2 archer in Estonia for the recurve division. And now Leija. Five for Leija. I guess it was the wind. Seven for Romans. Now the second shots for each team. 30 seconds on the clock. Nine. That shot looked not great, but sometimes it happens like that. Eight. So Triinu was number 1 in qualification, and she's shooting quite steady now in the finals as well. X10, that's a very good shot from Leija. 9. Romans is doing his famous shaky shot. That's the one that won him the World Championships. So it's not about how much you shake, it's about where you hit it. Right? So Ugnius, why did you switch from recurve to compound?
I switched to compound because I like compound. No, I have an engineering background, so technical stuff. I like technical stuff, and honestly, for me, I like how the compound shot feels a lot more compared to recurve one. Because to me, it feels more natural than the recurve shot.
Yeah, but as we both know, if you get the perfect feeling with the recurve and let it fly, it's wonderful as well. And I think the longer flight is also quite enjoyable. The fact that the arrow is flying for such a long time to those 70 meters, it's wonderful. So let's see what the scores are. I think it was quite close in the first end. So target number 1 is 34, target number 2 is 35, 31. So Estonia is leading Latvia with the first set win 2-0. To win a recurve team match, you have to get to 5 points, so you have to win at least 2 of the sets and get at least draw in the third one. So one bad arrow doesn't mean that much here. Let's go. Leah from Latvia is shooting first. Nine, very good shot. Nine, quick shot from Romans as well, so 18 points for Latvia. Let's see what the Estonians can put against it. Eight for Priit. Seven for Trinu, so Latvians have 3-point advantage. So steady shooting should get them the set. Seven for Leah. Nine for Romans. So Estonians need almost maximum to pull this one out. 10. Eight. So Trinu had to shoot a 10 to win the set. 9 would be a draw. 8 probably is not enough. So I expect it to be level 2-2. So Estonians have very strong recurve traditions. Actually, from the Baltic states, we were speaking with Ugnius. Only Estonian girls have gone to the Olympic Games. Not yet Triinu, but she's been close. But her friend Reena has gone, and there was, I think, one more girl who went to the Olympic Games. So they know how to shoot recurve. Probably also Coach Kivilo has helped with that when the girls were little, coaching them the right way. And the score is 2-2. So this is a really tough match now, and we're ready for set number 3. So Estonians are going to be shooting first on target number 1, and match is level. It's always interesting strategy who to put first, the guy or the girl. As we can see, the strategies are different for both teams. Nine for Priit. Ten for Triinu, so Estonians are putting up the pressure. Let's see how the Latvians can respond. Eight. Nine, very steady shot from Romans. So Estonians are leading by 2 points, I guess. Yeah, 2 points. Eight. Little. Nine. There were only 2 seconds left on the clock, but Triinu got off a really nice shot. Nine. So it's a really close set this time. Eight. Yeah, Romans probably needed to shoot 11 or 12 to pull this one out, but 8 will not do it. So Estonians should be leading by 4 games, or 4 points to 2. So in total, there were more or close to 100 shooters shooting in the Baltic Championships this year. We had all 3 countries represented, so I think this is good result for Baltic countries to have 100 people shooting. Not that many competitions can get that many people. I know the ones that you organize can, some other ones also. But yeah, in the summertime, we don't usually get that many people shooting. Actually, the winter brings more people than summer sometimes, I think. It's easier.
Well, the summer is vacation time, and for some professions it is hard work time, so we have less people shooting. But 100 people, I would expect this competition to grow even more because we have more shooters. We have more in Lithuania, we have more in Latvia, more in Estonia. So I would expect this competition to be at like 200-300 people level at some point. If this keeps up and this competition level grows, we will see 300 people here.
Ten. So Latvians need to win this set to keep the match alive and get this to the shoot-off. Roman Sergeyevs to shoot. 8. That was a nice and quick shot. 8 should do it. Nine. Seven. It looked like a really good shot, but this time around it's only 7 points. Two tens in a row for Leah. That's a wonderful shooting in this end. Nine for Romans, and I think they have almost sealed the match. Seven. So now it's practice shot for Trinu for this set, and we should be getting ready for the shoot-off. Nine. So Trino only had 2 seconds left, but this set squarely goes to Latvians because of 2 excellent shots from Leah and 2 good shots from Romans. So now it's going to be the bravest wins. It's always the bravest who wins the shoot-off. Do you agree?
Probably, yeah. It's the game of nerves and a little bit of luck, the shoot-off.
So for those who see it the first time, the shoot-off is going to be 1 arrow each. And if the score is the same, they will measure the closest arrow to the center. So it's confirmed by the referees, and we're going to have a shoot-off. So now not only the points are important, but also if somebody shoots a really good arrow, that can help a lot. Eight. Nine. Ten. Latvia wins. That was a fantastic finish by Latvians. 2 tens. Bad luck Estonia, but wonderful, wonderful shooting by Latvians. Leah shot 3 tens in a row. Roman shot 10 when it mattered. So we got the best we could get out of the final. So a full shoot-off and really, really good shooting at the end. Did you like it?
Of course. Whenever it goes to a shoot-off, it's always a pleasure to watch because anything can happen in the shoot-off, and seeing 2 tens in the shoot-off is very, very nice. Always very nice to see. Nice shooting from Estonians, but even nicer shooting from Latvians. And I know you're biased. You can be happy now.
Of course I'm happy. I've been, yeah. So let's count, or let's see who is actually in top 3 places. So there are actually 2 Latvian teams on the podium. So for the 3rd place, it was Glebs Kononovs and Kintia Trinkūna, I think. Yep. So 2nd place from Estonia, Triinu Lilienthal and Priit Takver. And our Baltic champions in recurve mixed team division, Roman Sergeyevs and Leah Seibute. So now we're getting ready for the women's final. We have actually 2 Estonians in the final, not from the same club probably, but anyway, one of them is not a surprise. So we see Triinu in the final. She was #1 archer in the qualification, but the other one I think is a surprise because Svetlana was only #7 in the qualification, but she's managed to pull through the brackets and now is in the final, shooting for probably her first Baltic championship in the recurve division. I think interesting piece of information when Triinu has probably only shot recurve all her life. Svetlana used to be shooting longbow and has just recently turned to recurve. So Estonian battle for #1 Baltic recurve shooter. Triinu to shoot first on target number 1. Nine, good start. Ten. Nine for Triinu. Five for Svetlana. Seven for Triinu. So 25 points. Seven for Svetlana. So I guess the first set goes to Triinu Lilienthal from Järvakandi, but we see the scores from the referees. There's quite different shooting style from the both girls, right? I think that Triinu is shooting quite aggressive. She has very strong anchor, but when the shot goes off, it's really, really aggressive. But Svetlana was shooting almost like a compound. It's a very, very relaxed shot. But there are many ways to do it. So set number 2, and Svetlana will shoot first because she's not leading. Eight. Nine. Seven for Svetlana. Ten for Triinu. Very good 2 shots in a row. Five for Svetlana. 10, wonderful. That's a 29-point set for Triinu Lilienthal and 23 or 4-point set for Svetlana. So it's 4-0 for the favorite. Okay, can we get some energy from the crowd? We don't see anything, don't hear anything from you guys. It's Estonian crowd or it's Lithuanian crowd or where's the energy, guys? Yay! But they have brought the big flag, which is really appropriate for the situation when you have guaranteed gold coming up to the Estonian land. So set number 3, and there is no more backing off. So Svetlana needs to at least draw this set to stay into the game. If she's come from longbow, it should be easy because you can actually see where you're hitting. Nine, good shot. Nine for Trinu. Seven. Ten. Ten. Very good last shot. Nine. So, what do you think? I think this match is over. So, now will we have some energy from the Estonian crowd, finally? Come on, guys. So, so good job to Trinu Lilienthal. She's been shooting for some long time. I remember you were a little girl already shooting. Now you actually know how to shoot very, very well. So it was a wonderful final without an issue. 6-0, gold medal, Trinu Lilienthal. So let's repeat once more. The three ladies who are going to be receiving medals for the women's category. So in the third place, actually from Latvia, it's my old-time shooting friend, Jelena Kononova. On the second place, new face in the recurve category, Svetlana Tatarlo. And the gold medal, after a silver in the mixed team, but this time around without any issue, Trinu Lilienthal. And now we're getting ready for the final match. It's gonna be men's recurve with some really unexpected faces coming up for the final match. Yo, okay, it's not that unexpected actually. So, Glebs, who's coached by his mother, on the line, which always helps, as we know. He was number 5 in the qualification with 606 points. So he has all the weight of Latvia's expectations on his shoulders. We expect good things from him. But if he could beat Romans, he can win the gold match as well. And his opponent from Lithuania, he was number 2 in the qualification. So he's in the final where he belongs. So let's see how the match turns out. I've known Glebs. He was since he was 3 years old and was running like a little kid. When he was little, he didn't like to shoot at all. But he has grown into a big man, strong man, and is now shooting for the first Baltic Championships. But on target number 2, it's Paulius Pocius, probably shooting his first as well, or not? How do you think?
I'm not sure if it's his first, but he has been on the top field in Lithuania for quite some time now. And he has shot his first shot an X, which is a representation of how good he can shoot. And Gleb shoots a 9. Second shot from Paulus, an 8. Looking at him, looked like a 5, but still an 8. An 8 from Glebs also. Last shot from Paulus, very good, 10. And also a very nice response from Glebs with an X. We're waiting for the confirmation from the judges, but I think Paulus will be taking this set 2-0. Yes, it's confirmed, and Paulus is winning 2-0. First set. We will start the second set as soon as the field of play is cleared, and Glebs will be shooting first since he is trailing by 2 points. Nine points for Glebs. And Paulus responds with another 9. Another 9 from Glebs. And another 9 from Paulus. Eight points for Gleb, so 26 points total. And an 8 for Paulus, so we will have an even set. So the points will be split 1-1, but we will wait for a confirmation from the judges. So we have confirmation from the judges. It's 26-26, so we will have 1-1 points this set and 1-3 total. Paulus will still be leading by 2 points. And the match is shot till some archer collects at least 6 points. Glebs will be shooting first. Nine points for Glebs. And 9 points for Paulus. It is not raining, but it seems it's raining nines. Another 9 points. X for Paulus. Eight points for Glebs, so 26 points for him. And a 9 for Paulus, so 28 to 26. Paulus will be taking the third set, and it is 5-1. Glebs will need to win 2 of the following sets to stay in the match, to go into the shoot-off, and to have a possibility to win. Not even a draw is okay for him now.
So the Latvian crowd, I think you should support your guy now. He needs some energy from the Latvians. Can you do it?
Do we have Lithuanian crowd here? We have a few. Silent crowd. First shot for Glebs is a 9. And Paulus responds with a 10. Another 9 from Glebs. Ten points for Paulus. And a 10 for Glebs. This is the best he could do at this point. Seven points for Paulus. So we will be moving on to another set because it will be 3 to 5 points. But we will wait for a confirmation from the judges because there is a liner. Okay, so there is confirmation from the judges. We will be moving to fifth set. Glebs begins the set with 9 points. Long hold from Paulius and 8 points. Eight points from Glebs. And 9 points from Paulius. We have even score. Ten points from Glebs. Paulius needed a 10 to win, but he shoots an 8, and we will have a shoot-off. So how many shoot-offs have we seen today?
We've seen 2 shoot-offs, and we always love shoot-offs. And who wins the shoot-off?
The bravest one wins the shoot-off.
So let's see who's going to be the bravest, Paulius or Glebs. So we should have really nice ending to this championship. So the last 2 arrows will decide the gold medal. Who's shooting first? So Paulius started the match, so he's going to be shooting first. If the guys are ready, let's go. Nine. Not 9. So, the favorite in this time won. So, it's 1 gold medal for the recurve Lithuanian team as well.
Yes, it is very nice to see the young archer coming up as a strong archer and winning Baltic Championship. Big congratulations to Paulius for winning first place, and also congratulations to Glebs for winning second place, which is also a good achievement.
Yes, and the third place was actually won by Roman Sergeyevs, the qualification winner. But he lost to Glebs in the semifinal, so he has to be content with the third place. So probably we don't need confirmation this time around. It was quite obvious, and that's end of the matches. We've been going through quite quickly, I think. So I guess after some minutes there's going to be award ceremony. Tad pēc maza brīža apbalvošanas ceremonija visās kategorijās.